This is a video intended for the Barney Rubble Syndicate. Well guys, we took Barney Rubble up to the Horse Park of New Jersey early this morning and competed in the modified division. We had a great dressage test, a clear show jumping around, and a good cross-country round. We went a little bit slow. The ground was a tiny bit hard and it's bloody hot, and I didn't really see the need to thrash him around too fast. The last couple of days we've had Peter Gray, who was the dressage judge at Kentucky 5-star, also the judge in the upcoming World Equestrian Games, coaching me the last couple of days, and he worked a bit with Barney Thursday, Friday, and it really paid off actually. On the first day we concentrated on mostly getting Barney soft and supple and stretching, and yesterday we worked on this particular test, and the practice was worth it. Barney went in and he did a good test. It's still not perfect, but I feel like every time we go to a competition it's getting a little bit better. He's impressive, and unfortunately at the modified and training level we're in the smaller dressage ring, and Barney being a big mover, it's a very small ring for a big horse. The good news is I think this is the last time that Barney will compete in a small arena. His next event will be at Great Meadow in the FEI 2-star short, which will be in the big ring. And then I think we're ready to crack on with him and move him up to 3-star after that towards the end of the year. I think last week I sent you some videos. We took him up to Princeton and jumped him at the Princeton jumping show. Again, all these events I'm doing on him is more schooling and training and getting to know him, and to be honest, we're sort of competing a notch lower than what he's capable of. He's such a quality animal. I feel like it's my job to 100% train him from head to toe and know him through and through, and build a partnership with him, and it's paying off. Like this dressage test, I believe he got a score of 26, which is a phenomenal dressage test. It's pretty much 8s and 9s down the page. The judge loves him. After the test, the judge actually hopped out of the box there and asked about the horse and where he's from and where did he come from, and she was very, very impressed. You know, there's no secret, Barney's been a wild man, especially at the beginning of this year and the end of last year in the winter. He's a high energy horse. For sure, the more work we put into him, the easier he's getting to riding him, and every day we're working him harder and harder, and the freshness and the wildness, it's still there, but it's slowly dissipating. And like I said before, I'll probably take him up to Princeton again next Friday, and I think the more times I take him off the farm and take him to little shows and jump him around, the better he gets. But as you can see from the movement, the paces and everything, he is world class on the flat. Little things like that where he sort of looks around and he's a little bit out behind in his hind legs, all things I need to clean up. So the show jumping's getting better and better. To start with, he used to land after a jump and put his head down and buck and jump around, and it's a little bit of that still, but it's getting better. Peter Wild's my jumping coach. He absolutely loved him at Princeton, and we did 2 rounds at Princeton, and I think it was the meter 10 and meter 15 or something like that, and Barney's got scope to burn. He likes to travel with his head quite high. Obviously, with my training, I'm continuously trying to soften his neck and round him and get him reaching, but it's just the way he's built a little bit. He's quite an uphill horse. The fella I bought him off rode him a lot in a pelham, a rubber bit pelham, to try and make him rounder, and to be honest, I've switched to just a normal snaffle now, and I don't know, I just feel like having a metal bit in his mouth allows me to slow him down and supple him. But you know, I've got to keep reminding myself he's still a young horse and still learning, still developing. Let's see, he's still playful there. It's frustrating to ride sometimes, but I kind of love that he's got a bit of mongrel in him. He's got no quit. He's never truly gets tired. A brilliant jumper. He gives you a great feel in the air. He just pops up in the air and flings his hind end up, and he's a tremendous galloper. Actually, we got a little bit of the cross country from today, and I know it feels like he could gallop for miles and miles. He's quite a fast horse. Even though he's strong and feisty, I feel like I can get him back and slow him down with relative ease. Like, he's not strong in the middle. So anyway, maybe next week we'll see how he pulls up from this. We'll give him a nice easy day or two of hacking, and next Friday I may take him up to Princeton jumping again. And then our next proper event's going to be the Great Meadow 2-Star Short. And if anyone wants to come see him, it's a good event. That a lot of the top horses in the country will be there, and it's fun for owners. And if the conditions are good, I think that would be the first time that we might crack on with him.